Human rights groups have described as unacceptable the continuous detention of 21 alleged LGBTQI activists in the Volta region. A whole circuit court for the fourth time denied the 21 persons bail on Tuesday. They were arrested on May 20 by police and charged with unlawful assembly. After 5 court hearings, there has been 4 separate bail denials. And then this, as you can imagine, has incurred the wrath of a lot of rights groups, some civil society individuals. In fact, the judge in the latest bail denial at the circuit court said a high court had initially denied bail, and so the circuit court didn't have the powers to quash that particular high court ruling. As you can imagine, the United Nations has also joined a streak of condemnation of the arrest and detention of a 21. It's calling for the release of the 21 persons, and we'll be engaging some of the rights groups on the latest developments. We have a representative, that's the communications officer for the Humanist Association of Ghana, Justice Okan Alote. He's joining me via Zoom. Justice Alote, thank you for joining me here. How do you react to the latest bail denial of the 21 persons by the whole circuit court? I'm afraid you have to unmute. Justice, can you hear me? While we rectify that Zoom connection to Justice Alote, we know that the human rights groups have been, reacting to this particular development, especially the latest bail denial by the whole circuit courts. The justice in charge of a court in denying the bail for the 4th time said that a circuit court or a high court had denied the 21 persons bail earlier, and so he was unable to grant them bail. Justice Alote, if you can hear me now, I wanted to find out from you how you react to the latest, that's the 4th bail denial of the 21 persons.
Yeah, we as the Humanist Association of Ghana are very appalled by the decision of the justice. Even though we recognize that this is the law taking its course, we believe that justice is not being served in this situation. Why are we saying so? Those 21 were having a meeting. They weren't doing anything untoward that is not prescribed in the law. And so we find it weird that journalists would support the police in arresting them in the first place, and then send them to court and then not provide any evidence. During the last bail application, the police prosecutor was in court. He never opposed the bail application, but the judge didn't agree to them. So it's kind of, we are shattered to know that in a country like Ghana, human rights don't mean anything to anybody, especially in a time where a president is in power who is known to be a human rights activist. So we call...
Right, I was going to ask of your expectations exactly. Now, going forward, what must happen?
Basically, they have to be freed. Bail has to be given to them so that if the police have a charge against them, they know the proper thing to do. The police have not charged them yet. They've charged them with unlawful assembly, and they've not given any evidence as to why. They go to court and they ask for bail to gather more evidence. And we all know you can't force anybody to give evidence in the court. You have to prove your case beyond reasonable doubt. And they are not doing so. And so it's been past 21 days since the 21 people have been held in hold. And it's scary, the kind of impunity that is going on. So we, as the Humanist Association of Ghana, is calling on the president to make sure that the police do the right thing. If they want to proceed with the court, they know the proper thing to do. They should grant them bail, and then because there's even one person within them that the family has virtually disowned him in order to come home again. And we can't live in a country where lawlessness by security officials is allowed to go on.
Thank you very much. Justice Okan Alote, the communications officer of the Humanist Association of Ghana, they're speaking to me. Joining me also is private legal practitioner Kingsley Amwakwa Bwedu. Thank you for joining me also. I want to understand, it's been more than 21 days since these individuals were arrested. they have been going back and forth to the courts in the Volta region, consistently denied bail. We also know that at this stage, there are no offenses that are non-bailable. Help us understand exactly what's happening.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to your viewers, the cherished viewers. For the matter of bail, we do not look at the merit of the case per se, and so we would be giving ourselves a disservice by looking at whether there was a proper charge or whether they have actually acted in the way they have been alleged to have acted. They have been accused, and so we look at whether they should be granted bail or not. And the Act says that they should be granted bail unless certain conditions are present. So if you look at the Act, which is a criminal procedure, which is Act 30, Section 4 is clear. Section 4 says that the court shall not withhold or withdraw bail merely as a punishment. And so if a bail it keeps on being denied and there's no justification for that, then it looks like this section is engaged, whether or not the denial of bail is used as punishment. But you have to juxtapose that against the conditions for denying bail, which is that they may not appear to stand trial, or that they may interfere with any witness or evidence, or that they may commit further offense, or they have been charged before, which for an offense which is more than 6 months, and whilst on bail they committed further offense. So these are the issues. And so we have to look at whether they will stand trial. Would they stand trial, which is when they are granted bail, would they come? That is the issue the court has to deal with. Remember that once they are arrested, the police has 48 hours to either grant them bail or to bring them to court. They have been brought to court, so they are not within the power of the police anymore. It is for the judge to decide whether to grant them bail or not. Okay. The police can come and say, give any reason, but it's for the judge to make up a mind. I think at this stage they may have to go to the next court upstairs and then probably make an appeal of the denial of their bail condition.
All right, grateful. Kingsley Amakwa-Boedu, private legal practitioner there, helping us understand what's been happening with some 21 LGBTQ plus advocates in the Volta region who are currently standing trial for, quote, unlawful assembly, and they've been denied bail for the 4th time running.